podcasthero.com.
Podcasting from my secret underground lair. Here are the latest great news stories from greatnewspodcast.com. Brought to you by The Daily Quote, the podcast designed to kickstart your day in a positive way. Are you tired of all the doom and gloom news from mainstream media? You'll find none of that here. Instead, you'll find inspiring stories and developments making the world a better place. I'm Andrew McGivern, and this is the Great News Podcast. Today we have a packed episode. What if we could study 40 years of human aging in just 4 days? That's our lead story today. Plus, we'll have a look at a hydrogen-powered business jet, a healing gel that could prevent amputations from chronic wounds, and a solar device that makes drinking water safe in under an hour. And don't forget to stick around to the end for the speed round, where we'll dive into even more great news. First up, our lead story today is a massive leap for longevity research. Scientists at UC Berkeley have developed a first-of-its-kind organ-on-a-chip system that can replicate decades of human aging in just 4 days. Typically, studying aging takes, well, a lifetime. But by using miniaturized devices that mimic the architecture of human organs and circulating blood serum from older donors, researchers induced signs of 40 years of aging in freshly created fat and liver tissues almost instantly. This is a game changer because it allows scientists to test anti-aging drugs without waiting years for results. In fact, they've already found that oxytocin showed promise in reducing inflammation and improving metabolism, while the commonly used anti-aging drug rapamycin showed almost no rejuvenative effect in this human model. This technology could finally help us understand how to slow or even reverse the biological clock. Now, if you like the Great News Podcast, you'll love the Great Newsletter. Because the Great News Podcast is great, but the Great Newsletter is greater. Link is in the show notes. Moving from the lab to the skies, the hydrogen-powered business jet is edging closer to reality. French startup Beyond Aero announced that its BYAI aircraft has completed its preliminary design review, a major step toward official certification. This aircraft is designed for zero-emission short-range flights of about 1,480 kilometers, or 920 miles. Instead of burning fossil fuels, it uses fuel cells to power electric prop fans, making it much quieter and cleaner than traditional jets. By using pressurized gaseous hydrogen, the design avoids the complexity of ultra-cold liquid fuel. With a targeted service entry of 2030, we might soon be flying in jets that emit nothing but water. Next, let's talk about a breakthrough that could save thousands of limbs. Researchers at UC Riverside have created a smart healing gel designed to stop chronic wounds from turning deadly. Chronic wounds often fail to heal because of hypoxia, a lack of oxygen deep in the tissue. This new gel is connected to a tiny battery, similar to one in a hearing aid, which allows it to split water molecules and steadily release oxygen directly into the wound for up to a month. In animal trials, this living bandage helped wounds close in just 23 days, offering new hope for patients with diabetes or those facing potential amputations. This type of result has been shown to work with other therapies like hyperbaric oxygen therapy. But hyperbaric chambers are very expensive and not as convenient as just applying a gel. And finally, a simple yet brilliant solution for clean water. Researchers at the University of Connecticut have developed a solar-powered device that can disinfect drinking water in under an hour. The system uses a combination of filtration, heat, and a common food dye called erythrocene. This dye acts as a photosensitizer that uses sunlight to create reactive oxygen that wipes out bacteria and even those pesky viruses that are usually hard to kill. The best part? The water changes color to give users a visible cue when it's safe to drink. This compact device could provide 50 liters of safe water per person every day in sun-rich regions. All right, let's dive into the speed round for even more great news. A new vaccine rollout in Nigeria has led to a 50% decline in malaria cases among children, according to hospital records. Scientists in Japan have designed mirror image proteins that can latch onto and disable the causal factors of Alzheimer's disease, the amyloid beta proteins that build up and attach to other proteins in an unstructured mess. By designing mirror image proteins, they can bind the amyloid plaques, so they can't latch on to anything else. Researchers at Oxford have engineered SIM cells, killer cells that can hunt down and wipe out 99.9% of deadly superbugs, all in a single day without harming good bacteria. New technology using particle accelerators could turn nuclear waste into power, cutting its radioactive lifespan from 100,000 years down to just 300 years. A win-win, cleaning up radioactive material while producing energy. New studies suggest figs are nutritional powerhouses that can inhibit tumor formation and may even help reduce oxidative stress in Alzheimer's models. A neurosurgeon at UChicago performed a multi-stage surgery that helped a paralyzed toddler regain the ability to breathe, talk, and move his fingers and toes. The injury completely severed his spinal cord, and it was not considered survivable. But with the latest techniques and technology, that is no longer the case. Bill Gates' TerraPower just received approval to build the first of its kind molten sodium-cooled reactor in Wyoming, offering a safer way to store clean energy. And my favorite quote of the day from the Daily Quote podcast this week is from Zig Ziglar, who once said, "Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly, until you can learn to do it well." Get access to inspiring quotes every single day by following the Daily Quote Show in your favorite podcast app. Link is in the show notes. That's it for today's episode of Great News. From computer chips that can age tissue to clean energy from nuclear waste, innovation is proving that the problems of yesterday are the solutions of today. If you love this content, please follow, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little positivity today. I'm Andrew McGivern, signing off for now. And until next time, and there will be a next time, keep looking for the good in the world, because it's not only there, it's everywhere.